Okay, let's see what the heck this seed is. We have Watch the Falcon Riven Room, and Trade Rat Tail, which we're in the flag string. This has Sealed Cave, Pink Tail, Complete Sealed Cave, Pink Tail Trade, and Harp. Okay. There is a Rydia start. We have to do 5 of the 6 to get the crystal, so I do have to fight Zeromus. With that in mind. Let me see. I'm just gonna... Rydia start means that I feel like I'm gonna have to demachine, so... Yeah, it's Permajoin Hero, yeah, oh yeah, we might want to have a demachine chart ready to go. Let me just pull that chart up real quick, just so I have it. Just in case, you know? I might need it. Okay. I'm just gonna look over the flags before I get started, because I don't know what it is. Main Summon Moon, no free. So Demist Hunt is a thing, and otherwise normal, whatever. Pass is a key item. Be relaxed, no free. So any character can show up. Yeah, Demist Hunt, pass the key item. Important to think about. Be relaxed, so Fu Edge can show up early. It's distinct 7. So there's only 7 distinct characters. No Cecil, Tella, or Fu at the beginning. Yeah, J abilities. See Neki, no dupes, by Permajoin. Okay, so if I see someone, I have to take them, basically, or I have to make the decision on them right there. There's 7 total characters, which makes this interesting. Permajoin Hero. So Rydia is stuck in my party, she's gonna be my hero. Oh, it is no free, so I don't get the free characters to look at, which is gonna make this very interesting. T Wildish, S Standard, E Standard, Alt Gauntlet, Witchburn. Standard T Wildish. Oh, uncapped T Wildish. Ooh. Interesting. S Standard, B Standard, Gauntlet, Witchburn. Cool. Toggle Warp Life, Sylphback, Row. So Warp Glitch on, otherwise it's pretty standard. Freedom Kit, Spoon Flag is on. There are adamant armors, there's all sorts of power. Okay. Good to know. So yeah, hopefully I won't have to demachine, but we'll see. I see Falcon objective. We have 1 Darkness Gated objective. Book is very, very required. Let's get this started. Let's see how bad I am at this flag set. Tella... Ooh. Oh, I don't know. Tella's so powerful, but my gut says no. I don't like Tella. I'm gonna say no. I should have said yes. How is she gonna get through Hobbs? How is she gonna get through Hobbs? I mean, maybe if Hobbs is free. I'm gonna go right to Hobbs, check the character there, and if I can't get through it, I'm resetting. Like, if I don't think I'll be able to get through it with just loot, I'm gonna reset. I am not a Tella fan, though. You know, there's a chance. There's actually a chance I get through this if this is Water Hag. I will take Porom. Porom's pretty good. I don't think I can get through this right now, but there's a chance that this is doable with some gear. Yeah, I don't think I can get through that right away, but with some looting, I can get through that. I am allowed to ditch Tella. Good. I don't like Tella that much. Let's start with back of Hobbs, or yeah, back of Hobbs, basically. Really, it's the front of Hobbs, but start with the summon. That's garbage. I'm gonna keep track of these. There is the chance I find a duplicate Tella later anyway. At one of the other character spots. Oh, no. Oh, no. None of that was useful. I mean, the Siren maybe, but I don't think Rydia is going to be able to kill anything by herself, really. Nothing efficiently, anyway. What do I want to loot? Let's look for high tier stuff. If I can get a Dragon Whip, that would be great. Porom, I can't do anything but change her weapon around, so Porom's just going to be squishy. If I can get some decent armor for Rydia, that'd be nice. Crystal Ring definitely counts as decent armor. Okay. That was pretty solid. Back of Watery. I like Back of Watery Pass. Sanderby has some value, so I may check that character. Since scouting characters seems to be very useful on the Spy set. Like going out of my way to check this character early seems pretty useful. Does my starter kit basically cover me? Yeah, basically. I don't have camping gear. I should do a little shopping. Okay, Edward is in the seed. That's our 4th character that we know of. Out of 7. I don't think I need any of these. I mean, another Starveil wouldn't hurt, but that's about all I care about. Loot the front of Watery. See what I can get out of there. And I think the Crystal Ring is enough. Knowing that it's Water Hag and I just have to land 3 hits, as long as Rydia and Porom can survive, we should be fine. No sense in looking at anchoring. Rydia is my hero. So unless I find a cursed ring, it doesn't matter. Okay, we've got some J items. Do I want Rydia in the middle? I don't know if I want Rydia in the middle here. We pull you to the side, change rows, give Porom the accuracy bonus. Because Rydia is going to be my agility anchor no matter what anyway. Let's give Porom the accuracy. And we're going to give Rydia the crystal ring and the bandana that I found. And then I'm hoping Rydia and Porom can get this going. Let's use an Odin summon. Give me access to Odin just in case it's useful. You have a Change Rod, which actually is bad. I can't do damage with the Change Rod. Your attack accuracy is 50%. We need you in the middle. Definitely not pulling her out of the back row. That would be ridiculous. I was hoping she'd have a rod that could actually do damage. Like a Rod or a Fire Rod or Thunder Rod or something like that. Porom I am fine to let join, still. Porom is a good character. Good hit, Rydia. Good job. You hit once. Okay. Every hit counts. Good. Porom hit. This is important, because hitting is very much not guaranteed right now. From the back row, especially. Oh god. Can you hit, Rydia? Heck yeah, we did it! Using the middle slot. Accuracy bonus to my advantage. That's 10 levels for Rydia. Now Rydia is actually capable of doing some things, maybe. And Porom can survive, I guess. Okay. We did it. We got Porom. I should not need Tella for anything. Or I shouldn't need Tella, hopefully. We'll see. I don't really want to do Antlion. I guess Antlion's the next check I should do. Could do Fabul. We're gonna check Baron in, I think, here. And dip into more high tier loot. I should check Mist Cave if I'm gonna go to Mist Cave. Maybe I will do that. Who's that Baron in? Are they doable? A Sparkle for Edward? I'm not feeling the need to prioritize Baron in. I think I'm gonna leave Baron in alone. Actually. I think I'm gonna skip that one. I've got a diamond ring at least for you, so you can have some sort of defense. Let's beat up this. Hey, Kenshin. Paul Grant's got me playing the Seed. Oh, hi, D-Mist. Can we hit? Party? Can we hit, please? Alright, we don't do any damage. Yeah, it's worth this. We're throwing a Stardust. I'm throwing a Stardust at D-Mist. So that I can kill D-Mist. Also, was that even? I see. Gungnir, okay. Useful if we find Kayn. Otherwise, I guess it's a dart if we find Edge. Okay, I got a J-Atom back at least. Assassin Dagger is good for more speed, not much else. Maybe it's slightly more... I think it's slightly more accurate than the Change Rod. Yeah, it's a little more accurate. Sure. If we're gonna be attacking with Rydia. We'll do that. Okay. Rydia can... That's a tower key, not useful. Well, it actually is useful because we have a magma key. Yeah, with the magma key, I guess I feel a little less uncertain about things. Maybe we just do Fabul. Yeah, let's just do Fabul. We'll do underground to Fabul. That'll be fine. The Demist Hunt is done at least, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's get underground. I should be shopping in places, but... yeah. I'm on team always pick up 10 heal pots. You never know. So if we have a team of 7, and my team is going to be essentially 5 of the 7, am I willing to commit to just anyone but Edward and Tella? That might be what I'm willing to do. Okay, Job Dwarf. Rune Ring's cool. Power Staff is very good, yes. Okay. Oren. Congratulations. Bonking time. Take a couple hourglasses, the road. I don't need to boss hunt anymore, all of my objectives are quest related. That's good. Farm Rod is nice. And that's good. Finding the monster is good, early is good. Vectoring is very good too. Throw that on someone for sure. Porum gets that. Rydia's already got Crystal. So many rings. Not that I'm really complaining. Sure. Do you really want me to go all offense on my mages? I will go all offense on my mages. You're the stronger mage now. Power Staff is so good. Why not? We have two small children set up to hit things. fine. I can back row Lich Rydia. Should do that before I forget. I kept the bow, good. Just gonna look at the bosses here real quick, just to see what they are. Flygon and a Ruby Sprite. Not gonna do those for a while. Those are incredibly gross. That's good. I like having wee-woos. That might be enough to get me to convert Rydia into... Yeah, I think that's enough. Rydia, congratulations, you're no longer going to be hitting things. It is wee-woo time. Porom is still going to be hitting things, but Rydia can go wee-woo. Which I need to have her out of the middle slot for that. Do I go half tower here? It's a very reasonable play, honestly. I don't think I do. I can one-shot it, but it can almost certainly one-shot me. And I don't think I win the agility race. Not at this point. Yeah, I think I hold off. And we just go to Fabul. We'll wee-woo our way through Fabul and Ordeals, and then Baron in. I'm putting off Antlion intentionally at this point to try and get exit on Porom. It can't be that important. I mean, it will be important eventually, but I don't need to do it early. Once I get exit on Porom, I'll head over there. But we've got the power to take Fabul, so let's do Fabul. That's disgusting! Please get your woo-woo. Never mind about Fabul. We can't do Fabul. I'm pretty sure this is going to do 1 damage. Yeah, we're not doing Fabul. I will check Sheila 1 while I'm here, but... Ew. Heck Fabul. Fabul is a silly place. We don't need to defend Fabul. They can deal with Valvalis on their own. If that has, like, the hook, I swear. I can dodge anything else, but if that leads to the hook, that's bad. Zeus Gauntlets are useless, but cool. Done. Who needs the Fabul defense experience? Not me. I don't have camping gear. I should get camping gear. That's true. You don't sell camping gear. Why do none of the shops that I check that are convenient sell camping gear? John, the seed redemption is very cheap. It's not. Everyone saves up for the harp things, but yeah, everyone else spends points on harp songs, which are like expensive. Because, you know, I have to spend goodness. I have to spend like an hour and a half like making that for the kinds of songs that people send me. Thank you, John. Oh. And another one. Try a second one. Okay. We can do ordeals. This is fine. Okay. Let's get my MP back. We'll do ordeals. Then maybe I'll consider bonking my way through Val. Do I have enough multipliers to do that? Forum does. That would be a terrible idea, though. Yes, Tella was the other character. I said no to Tella. Oh, a curse string. That's useful. I don't really want a silver hammer. What else don't I want? Heck, karate gis. I have 2 power shirts now. We're done with karate gi. No, I do want that rune ring. I don't want darkness. I honestly don't think the diamond ring's very useful, but it's worth enough that I'll sell it. Should probably stop looting soon. So far, the only other characters I've seen are Tella and Edward. I'm not really a big fan of either. I guess I should put that Sork robe on Rydia. I should. Yeah, I should give Rydia the Sork robe. Oh, perfect. It's orbs. This is fine. I guess I'll mark Edward since I know he exists. Do that. Forum can whack the defender, probably. Power shirt, power staff, back row glitched Forum. Yeah, no issue. We have Wee-Woos. Which is making this not terrible. I don't really want to spend the time to Wee-Woo. Forum! Forum, you were supposed to one-shot! How dare you? You let Rydia get the final hit. Ugh. Odin is spooky. This is fine, we just have to self him a lot. This is fine. Everything is fine. I just have to cast Sylph 4 times very quickly. Or 3 times. Okay, 3 times isn't so bad. Maybe only twice. If we can get a good roll. Good rolls. This is fine. Everything is fine. That's not a good roll. We need to cast Sylph again. Come on, Sylph. Okay, Odin is fine. Shoutouts to the Sylph Orb that I picked up in the Feymarch for making this possible. I'm gonna go save before I do the changing room fight, even though Rydia is basically the powerhouse of this team. I mean, it might be useful to save. I know it's not Val. Yeah, Rydia's probably fine unless it's Wyvern. Still, we'll throw a save down. There's 3 other characters that exist. We'll see if I run into... them. Rat tail is good. I do need that. We need to ditch stuff. What don't I care about? White arrows, for sure, I don't care about. Take all those white arrows, please. Get rid of them. I do not want them. Heck the poison axe. Poison axes are dumb. Oh boy! Are you... Okay, you're fine. We can self our way through this. Don't mind me about to take 75% of my hit points as damage. Never mind, we just win. Go Sylph. I can see how that Ogo would be rude if you didn't have the Sylph Orb. Okay, Cecil's been promoted if he's in the seed. Tello learns all his spells. I mean, I fussed around a little bit, but found some stuff in Watery Pass that let me get Porum and then went underground. And there was a Sylph Orb in the Feymarch, so... Not even in, like, the walk down to the Feymarch, in the actual town. And I've been riding that. Ever since. Okay. Do I want to do Baradin? I mean, I want to do Fabul before I do Antlion because I want Exit, and Porum is one level away from getting Exit. Right? Maybe 2 levels, actually. Yeah, I think 2 levels. Yeah, that's very fair. Ooh, a lightsaber. We're not taking Edward here. I think I'm gonna be fine to ditch this one. Okay. That's fine. Weak doesn't matter. Because we're gonna heal up anyway. Yay, Baradin! What a fun wyvern! Oh yeah, Porum has to learn Berserk first. She'll probably just Berserk herself in this fight. There's nothing else for her to do. Yeah, Porum... Just Berserk yourself. Go Burr with the Power Staff. We are on a very short timer, though. Come on, Porum. Okay, 450 is something. There's another 1000-ish damage. I need another self-cast to go off, though, and I'm not sure I'm going to get that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get it. We get the Sylph at least, and it's not permadeath, so maybe this kills? Maybe, if we got good rolls? Heck yeah. We're fine. That spot doesn't give experience anyway. Wow. Got the rat tail from Ordeals, I think. I don't care about you. No, thank you. You know, maybe I can forge that and get a Mist Whip. A Mist Whip would be nice. It is a useful item. I can probably sell a Strength Ring. I had 3 of those, like... I want camping gear. Okay. 2500 experience, that's too much. for Antlion. So we'll give Fabula a try, since Porum can berserk herself with a Power Staff. 6 multipliers, I'm willing to do this. I really want this experience before I go to Antlion. Can I get Self off before you go Tornado? No. Okay. I really want Porum to earn exit, gosh darn it. This is not going to do anything. Rydia can't hit, so we're just relying on Porum here. Rydia does have Cure 1 though. At least, that's something, and I do have heal potions. Do I sit through this? 63 damage. Okay, Porum. You're gonna need to do better than that. 132. Okay. Well, this is going great. $273. Nice hit, Porum. Go Porum. Okay, 89 is not that good. 186, okay. We'll take that. Love that I'm using Cure 1. Letting Rydia cast Cure 1 is such a funny thing. Okay, another 273, that's good. We don't take, like, any damage from you. Just keep hitting, Porum. You got this. You got this, Porum. I believe in you. Oh, I need a heal pot. That'd be smart. Let's not have Rydia turned to stone. Let's also not have Porum turned to stone, that would be bad. This is what our heal pots are for. We have to be getting pretty close. There we go. See, look! That wasn't that hard. That was fine. I did all that for a Luca key. I guess I'll take it. Oh, I need that Luca key, actually. Sort of, so that's cool. Yeah, Porum's really good. There are so many Porum haters out there, but the Porum is great. Porum's so good. Certainly better than Sid. Though I suppose I would take Sid over Tella Edward, because if Sid shows up in this seed, then he's one of the. Then there's only 2 other characters. I don't really need this Ice Brand. Do I? I don't think I do. What else don't I need? Diamond Hat can go. Change Rods, yeah, let's get rid of those. Heck heck diamond rings. We've moved past those. At this point. This should be an easy fight. Oh my gosh, it's vanilla. Bye, Antlion. Wow. Okay. Underground. Can this party take Dwarf Castle? That is the question. I mean, we've got pretty good gear on it, like defensive gear, honestly. Considering. And Porum can hit things, and Rydia can heal. So we've got something happening with this team. Okay, we can take this fight. We can do this. I think this is a fight we can do. Do I take the character here no matter what? Probably. Unless it's Edward. Maybe not Tella. I might take Tella. No, I'm not a fan of Tella. Especially this late. Tella's utility is mostly early on. We're still gonna Sylph from you. Because I want my health back without spending MP. And I think we can kill you. I mean, I'm hoping for a new character. That would be nice. You know? A new character, please. Yeah, you can't Fire One me. Oh no! Porum took 27 damage. We must heal that immediately. With Weeloos. I think King Glimboom's almost dead. Yeah, King Eblin's dead. Thanks, Porum. Now we wait. Goodbye, Queen Eblin. There's Blink for Porum. Iggy for Rydia, I guess. Blink is good. Look at Porum, getting so good. Asura is interesting. Actually. I'm gonna take Rosa. I'm gonna go ahead and let Rosa join. I know I already... There's a free Sylph here. Cool. That's the only useful thing that we get out of this whole thing. But we're gonna go ahead and take Rosa. I'm fine with Rosa. Rosa can do things. Wish I had a Silent Staff. She came with a Power Staff. That's interesting. I have Mute Arrows, but I only have a short bow, so I'm not going to worry about it. This Sylph should maybe kill. If not, we'll Power Bonk you. Please kill. That's not gonna cut it, but we're very close. There we go. Goodbye, Asura. I will take the Rosa because she's definitely a better character to have on my team than anyone else that I've been presented with thus far. I mean, basically, I did say I'm just taking everyone but Edward and Tella, and I think that's just what's going to happen. Like, knowing that it's just my only other knowing that two of my potential options are Edward and Tella, like, and maybe I take Edward if the spoon shows up, but otherwise, like, Rosa seems like an okay take. Knowing what I know about the seed. Start with this, because I don't know how much shopping I'm going to do here. I probably should have done shopping here. Defense sword, don't really care. Let's do the warp glitch, because it will speed up my sealed cave dive later. I don't really want to do my sealed cave dive now. I don't think that's a good idea. That's vanilla. So, logically, I suppose Fabul is kind of important. Good thing we have warp glitch. Thanks, Dwarf Castle, for not selling anything worthwhile. Do I care about the moon character? I think I should. I think I should check the moon character. Cecil would be great. Kane would be okay. Because I have the defense sword. I don't think I have anything for edge. Fusoya means that I know how I'm finishing the seed. And it's going to be lots of mages. Same with Palom. Either of them shows up, it's just, okay, I guess I'm going lots of mages and we go burr. With lots of levels. Yang and Sid are a little awkward. Because then I'm not sure if I want them. If the spoon shows up, I'd probably want Eddie over either of them. Probably. I should also check the moon shop for sirens. Which are nice, but not essential. I'm a big fan of team just don't grind ever. Which is probably not optimal, but I'm used to it. I am very used to just not grinding. And somehow getting through everything. With very little. So, we can make it work. I mean, it's not sirens, but we still have 4 sirens, so I'm not feeling too bad. And I know hourglasses were for sale, so that's 4 double gold dragon fights. Oh yeah, I don't have to stress. We've got 4 double gold dragon fights. Or I can get 4 double gold dragon fights at least. I think hourglasses were for sale somewhere. I think I picked up a couple of those, didn't I? Is that this seed? Yes, that was this seed. Good. Not mixing seeds here. We're gonna save here because I want the life potions. And I may not want this character yet. I may feel like this character's not. Dupe Tella I probably leave behind here and reset out of. Dupe Porum I don't care about. We'll clear the character cutscene. We'll just clear the character cutscene. I don't need Disporum. Like, if it was a Dupe Tella, there'd be some value, or a Dupe Edward, there might be value to leaving a cutscene there, but with a Dupe Porum, there's no value. I'm making a decision later, so just clear out that cutscene. Just a character that doesn't exist. And I mean, there's always the Edward at the bed in Kaipo, if I find the Sand Ruby. So if I do find the spoon, then I can choose to take that Edward. Let's do Hour first, I think. Then we'll do Sealed Cave. Well, Sealed Cave is just a thing I can do whenever I want. It doesn't actually lead to anything. I don't even know about, like, doing Sealed Cave. And then it's Feymarch or Moon. That's an interesting position to be in. I don't really want to do Feymarch or Moon. Flagon at Levy is definitely not happening with this party. Let's see, we got a spare Power Shirt, we got a spare Rune Ring. That'll have to do. I now have 2 Zerkers. They're both white mages with power staves. This is just a great party. Sealed Cave is nothing, so I have to keep that in mind. I do not need to go to Sealed Cave until I complete the objective. And ideally that's the last objective I complete because it takes forever to get walked back out. So yeah, there's no reason to go there until I find 4 other objectives, and then I can just go down there and finish it. You're free. We like this. We like finding Bahamut. Sparkle on the hook route is either D-Lunars or Pale Doom, both of which don't respond well to Rydia. Maybe I can get Flute by the time I get there and then we'll be fine. You're kind of fast. Don't love that. I'll burn 3-star Veils here, it's okay. I can always get a lot of money later and buy them. And we'll start pestering you with spells and stuff, because your Bahamut, your Mega Nuke is not very strong here. Okay, Bahamut, go ahead and hit yourself. 7,000 damage is still, 7,000 damage. I'll take it. Pretty solid chunk of your health. Still stewing about 1,500, roughly. Orim and Rosa are helping make that up. They're helping. They're definitely helping. Keep sylphing. More sylphs. I think Porim might have just gotten in there in time, I don't know. This is risky. I don't know if my walls are still up. I do not know. They were not, as it turns out, still up. I think we go with the alternative strat. Alternative strat. Time to show off the alternative strat, which is put walls on everyone and let Bahamut count down very quickly, over and over again. Because we can definitely get 3 Mega Nukes to fire before the walls wear off if I just don't do anything. we're gonna wait a couple ticks here. Yikes. Rydia is not gonna get this Veil up. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good, because now we don't have enough damage. I don't think. Yeah, only 4,600 is not good. Rydia wasted a Star Veil, too. Annoying. Burning all my Star Veils! It's fine. Now we sit here and do nothing. And this should work. This should still work, as long as I get 2 triple reflects. Plus the 1 double reflect. You should still be fine. Yeah. We do not have enough. Oh god. They were not gonna last for the next round. We are so close to killing him that I'm gonna just go all out now. Yeah. There we go. Psh! Neat. It's a neat item. We don't really need to be cursed anymore. Not like I'm scared of Wyvern showing up. Yeah, we're fine for this. This is fine. Rydia should be at, like, no health, so... Bye, Kinazo. You can be a rude boss in some places. Okay, Tower. Tower Key, are you going to be important? Please be important. I would really love something good from the Tower Key. Mostly so I don't have to think about Feymarch versus Moon with this party at these levels. I mean, we have 2 people with Blink. And that's about it. Though, to be fair, Blink, having an Ahri, like... Blink and Zerk could work against Moon bosses. Like, I could probably get through Moon bosses with Blink and Zerk and the Curt String on Rydia. I don't want to. But I could. Some Moon bosses, at least. We'd probably find a point of entry and then get a whole bunch of levels on these 3. And I do have 4 Sirens that I can burn on double gold dragons to get more money, or more experience, although that would take a while to chew through without weak or hardy arrows. Tower of Holy Swords, why not? Okay, we have 6 key items, which is wonderful. Rubicant actually might be doable. It sucks, but it's maybe doable. The Ruby Sprite, I mean. Baigen is not. Baigen is a no. But this is a check that I can make. At least. Ugh. This seed is disgusting. Already. I haven't even been to the moon. I should check moon bosses. Well, what could be up there that I could beat? Stuff I can hourglass, I guess. Yeah. like, Baron Guards, I guess, are up there, that I could beat them. Yeah. And I think Ruby is my best option. I mean, Baron Guards and Kaipo Guards I could probably beat on the moon. There's not a lot that would be easy to beat on the moon. There's a lot that I can kind of beat if I do a lot. Golbez I could beat if I buy Star Veils, which I'm probably going to do anyway. I should probably hit up the shops. Anyway. I'm going to check which boss this is before I make a plan here. Okay, Ruby, which means that I want to stay with this anchoring, I think. Review. Hello. Get a second slow off, please. Bad Ruby. Okay, we do need to anchor. Trouble with anchoring Rydia is then I can't do damage with her. Or effective damage with her. I can still do damage with her, but this is not going to be fun. Yeah, I can get through this, I think. Is where I am right now. I mean, we have Boreases to throw, I guess. I may as well use them on this, because nowhere better to use them. Blink. We need Blinks up. You're gonna throw Sylph out every time just because it's free. We're gonna put Blinks on people and just revive through the cure, through the glares. Sylph still does 1,000 damage. I'll take it. Okay. I'm feeling a little more optimistic about this. We probably still want to go for a double slow at some point. But for now, Rip Rosa. Revive. Forum. We'll do MP revive other than White Pot. Healing is not going to be an issue because we have Rydia. For that. Thank you, Forum. Love to get a double slow. But Rydia's our damage. Cool, thanks for killing someone instead of actually doing something useful. Instead of, like, chipping away at a blink, you just knock Rosa back down. Okay. Still doing damage. Slowly but surely. This is a fight that is happening right now. I love it. I do not actually love it. This is awful. We're gonna prioritize blinking. Because we're about to get punched twice. Rose, be safe. Forum, past life. Sort of Sylph. Throw blink that way. Or not. That was useless. Good, we wasted a blink. Should have held off. Revive! Rydia, you're back. Hooray. Throw a Sylph. I guess blink. No. We just need to cast Sylph like 24 times. This is fine. More than that, actually. This is fine. Hey, we got a slow. That's one. We can get a second slow, then... Cool. Okay, as long as Rosa lands that slow, then we've gotten our max slow. Good. That'll feel nice to have. Another Sylph. Not doing much at all. Rip Porum. No, your turns have to be casting Sylph. Viridia's turns have to be used casting Sylph, because that's all the damage I'm doing. I guess I can throw Boreases with the white mages when the cloak is open. That'll probably be worth doing. The Porum is up. I need to get Porum blinked, and then we can... What do I? No, I don't really. I have 3 Boreases. Let's throw one. Let's throw 2, actually. Heck yeah, that's 2,000 damage a Boreas. Oh my gosh, that was really good, Rosa. We just did like 5,000 damage with J items. Thanks, white mages. Viridia's still trying her best. Okay, we got time, I think, to throw the last Boreas here. Yeah, there we go. There's no reason not to throw all those Boreases. And Rose is down. We did 7,000 damage with Boreases. That definitely helps and makes Viridia not have to cast Sylph quite as much. But now we're just waiting for Sylph to happen. Nice, okay, Blink worked. May as well re-up Blinks, because you have nothing better to do. I don't have any other, like, good J items. That would be like particular. Yeah, nothing else that's particularly good. I'm not gonna spend time throwing those other J items. I don't think it's worth it. We'll just keep throwing Sylph. Hey. Eventually, you'll run out of hit points, Ruby. And then you're done. How much HP do you have? Oh my goodness. I think I parried through Viridia. That's not good. Not ideal, at least. Okay, Porum, goodbye. The Protectoring is doing some work here. I mean, Rose has been taking like 9,000 damage. Porum's only taking 3. That's how good Porum is. She takes 1/3 of the damage that Rosa does. Viridia, that was a terrible roll on that Sylph. Try again. I might go for some Ice 2s, actually. Yeah, I should go for some Ice 2s. Viridia. Try and get some better damage. Because that'll be better than Sylph. With the 4 times weakness. Okay, Rosa going down is fine. Goodbye, Rosa. Ice 2. Yeah, that's almost 2,000 damage. We do that instead. When the cape is open, of course, not when the cape is closed. When the cape is closed, we do Sylph. Back to Sylph. because that doesn't cost any MP. Yep, we're fine. Another self-cast. Great. Do a little bit more damage, please, Rydia. Another 850 damage. And Ruby is down! We did it! We beat a Feymarch boss! Using absolutely dumb strats. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, we'll take the ribbon. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad because we beat a Feymarch boss. I'm not fighting Baigen. I'm gonna check the moon before I fight Baigen. That sounds like a good plan. Okay. Should I have done that Ruby fight? Absolutely not. Did I do it anyway? Yes. Was it worth it? Absolutely not. But it's done. I need buy Star Veils. I haven't saved. I almost reset there, but I haven't saved since Ruby, and I do want to keep the experience, so... we'll go buy Star Veils. And Hourglasses. Make sure I have plenty of those for the moon. Then we'll go to the moon. We do have a Ribbon Room objective. I guess I should go toward... that's kind of pulling me towards the bottom first. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to just top down it. Kind of want to, like, skim the top and then maybe go chase things. Because I don't really want to be taking a lot of stuff on the moon. The moon is spooky still. This is not a moon-ready party. I'm gonna take at least that much. Inventory's full. There we go. I'm also hoping, like, to maybe get a 4th character before I, like, do a lot of the things that get me tons of experience, you know? I don't know. That just seems like it would be nice to have a 4th character in my party. I mean, I'm no stranger to Party 3, but... my goodness. I would love more characters. Let's take a nap before I do Cape Bahamut. But we're doing Cape Bahamut first, then we'll hit Mura Altar, then we'll see what my options are. Actually, if I get anything that leads to more key items, I chase, I think, for the first couple checks. Because I mean, this is all in logic. It's just behind the Luca key from the Bool. Okay. Magus Sisters are not the absolute worst thing. So I really would love AoE if I'm going to take Magus Sisters on. I don't think Magus Sisters are really doable with this party. I don't think that's a boss that I really want to take with Power Staves. You know? Something about Magus Sisters at Cape Bahamut is telling me I should probably not do that. Because I think the spells are still strong enough to kill me there, and it's gonna take forever to take out Cindy. And we're not gonna survive a virus at that spot. And yeah, they're just too fast and annoying. Ruby has a bunch of, like, wait turns, which is why that one was doable. Like, Ruby's got a bunch of empty turns. They do not. Magus Sisters do not. They just go. Yeah, if I don't have anything... If I can't get through this spot, we're definitely diving deeper. Looking for something to let me get a foothold on this moon. And if I dive deeper, I'm just clearing everything here. No. That is not doable. That is not a doable fight. Not for this party. This party cannot beat DKC. We would not survive. Okay, further down the moon we go. Can Rydia, Porum, and Rosa at like level 30 defeat a moon boss? We're gonna find out. Or will we all be sent home? I mean, we could probably beat like Octomam. That's probably doable. Anything I can hourglass is doable. Zed is probably doable. Karate, maybe? Depending on the spot. Okay, never mind. High 20s. Sorry, I lied. We can't quite do Pale Doom because I don't have Bloat. That's the biggest obstacle to Pale Doom. Levy would be rude. Hey, it's doable. If you don't do that. This is fine. I just need to turn the battle speed down a little bit. Oh, our battle speed is already kind of low. It's fine. We can probably do Octomam. I need to get better RNG on the... targeting. That's probably fine. Rydia, you're gonna go for life. Nope. I need the blink. I need to hit the blink targeter, the blink caster. Let's try BS6. I did call it. I was just looking down the list in order, but I did say Octomam. Oh yeah, BS6 is real nice. Real nice and comfy for Octomam. Lit 2 is not worth it here. It is actually better just completely better to just go for Self here. Lit 2 would be doing the same damage. We're gonna go for double slows. Yeah, we're fine now. This is now a completely safe fight. This is not going to be a fast fight, but it is a safe fight. And it's going to be worth like 30,000 experience, which I will take. We're going to Berserk Porom, just to speed this up a little bit. Porom is my better Zerker of the two of them. And Rose is going to be on blinking duty. Porom should be able to do a decent amount of damage. Plus, you know, start knocking away the tentacles. Rosa we're going to hold back on blink duty. Porom's going to do some work. Go Porom. Do damage. Porom's actually doing really well. Almost as well as Cursed Rydia. Cursed Rydia is still somehow doing more damage than Porom. But this fight is now completely managed. There's no way I lose this at this point. Not worth much experience, but at least I'm not going to lose, and we're going to have a slightly stronger party at the end of it all. What a fun seed. Okay, Octomam. Just a matter of time, Octomam. Like, go away, please. Worm's whacking you 500 damage a pop. You don't know how the seed's going, or how I'm doing? I'm just fine. The seed... This is how the seed is going. Look at what I am doing. It's fine. Listen, sometimes all you need is a Rosa, a Porom, and a Rydia, and you can just win. And you just cast Sylph over and over again, because it's all you have. And it does 1,000 damage, and Porom is hitting things, and everything is okay. This is a reasonable amount of damage to be doing at this state to moon bosses. Definitely reasonable damage numbers that we like to see. Rosa is helping. She swears. Oh my gosh, Octomam is so slow. This is a double slowed Octomam with one tentacle. And Porom is running so many laps around it. Granted, it was RA1 when it started. Will Octomam get another turn? I'm actually starting to think no. I don't think Octomam is going to get another turn, despite how little damage we're doing. Yeah, goodbye, Octomam. We did it! 2 levels across the board, well, 3 levels for Rosa. Oh my goodness, we have Cure 3 now? Wow! At least that was required for something. I still can't turn that in. But we did a thing. I didn't even really take damage, but... we're using a cabin anyway. Okay, we have 7 key items now. Yes, I'll get another thing when I turn it in. Maybe a useful thing, maybe not a useful thing, we'll see. Oh no, it's an adamant armor, so yeah, it's worth it. This is also doable. Actually, I'm gonna reset so I can turn my battle speed up. Because we do not need to do this at battle speed 6. We do not need to do this fight at battle speed 6. This is a very doable fight. He gives me a free turn. Like, I don't care. Yeah, you give me a free turn to set up. So we can do this at battle speed 1, probably. At the very least, battle speed 3 will be doable. Trouble is he won't get slower. Unless I cast slow. We did that to 20-something thousand hit points, now we get to do it to 42,000 hit points. Aren't you so excited to do this? It's fine. I'm actually like really not busy right now, so it is fine. You need to blink again. I'd love to get Porom swinging. And then we'll probably try to get Rosa casting Cure 3 against him. Yeah, that'll be fine. I have a better staff for that, though. Where is it? Well, now you have to blink. Okay, Porom is buffering. Good. We have all the advantages now. We have Porom doing turn buffering, and, you know, doing 600 damage around. You know, that's fine. It's a little over 1% of his health. Let's do offensive Cure 3. Hopefully that is fine. Porom, don't die. 1500 damage. Okay, Rosa, you are very good at offensive Cure 3. That is good. I want more of that, if possible. 1500 damage is a lot for this party. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. Porom can take a hit. And then we'll heal back up with Sylph. It'll be okay. Okay. Offensive Cure 3 again. Rydia, don't die. You have a Sorkrobon, so she has a Sorkrobon, so she should be fine. I hope. Like, she has undead resistance, which is going to hopefully be enough. Keep doing damage and healing Porum, please. Thank you. I should actually blink Rosa there, but oh well. Okay. Rydia's safe now. That's honestly fine. Let's just keep doing whatever damage we can. Eventually, Mylon Z will run out of health. Okay, we're fine. We can take hits. Didn't realize we could just, like, take hits here. Apparently. Well, we couldn't at the beginning of the fight, and now for some reason we can. And it's fine. Okay. Now we have to heal Rosa. Offensive Cure 3, let's go. Get rid of another 1600 hit points. We're trying. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is an objective. We're gonna have our first objective done so soon. Okay, that's not ideal. Come on, Porum. Don't die. It's okay. You'll be fine, just don't die. Rosa did 2,000 damage. That was nice. 2,000 more hit points I don't have to do with, like, Porum and Rydia. We'll protect Porum first, because Porum is going burr. Porum's the best damage dealer here. Okay, now we should protect Rosa, because Rosa is the one who can cast Blink and protect everyone else. Fine. Oh, that's rude. I mean, she's alive, but rude. Let's keep her safe for a bit. How many more hit points can you possibly have, Mylon Z? I do, actually. I do still have heal pots. So we're fine. But poison doesn't matter here. I mean, I know it's less than 42,000. But... Hey, we're done! Hooray! We have float now. Pale Dim is free. We get a pass and an Earth Crystal. I'm very tempted to just leave. I'm gonna check the other two bosses here, and if they're not, like, super free, I'm leaving. And I'm going to Zot. And raiding the treasury and all that, because... this has been an adventure. But I'm feeling done with the moon. We can come back later if I need to. It will be okay. We will come back later for that. Goodbye, Alt Gauntlet. Something tells me that's going to be required. Yeah, I think Zod is the way to go. This is actually doable. So, it's not super free. Yeah, I'm gonna save that for later. We come back for elements first. That's the first fight I come back for. When I come back to the moon, because we're coming back to the moon, undoubtedly. Because right now I am pinning my hopes on this Earth Crystal. I mean, sure. Yeah, I'll do it as a grind, sure, whatever, I'll take the experience, but like, not right now. Not right now. It's not something I want to do at this point. I want to see who's in the Tower of Zot. That's 2 characters. And a potential key item. And there's a whole treasury to loot. Oh, we can uncurse Rydia, now that we're back on the overworld. Congratulations, Rydia. Am I gonna get a good time on this? No. Am I having a good time? Yes. I would like a Masamune. I don't know if Edge is in the seed, but I'm going to take the Masamune. I'm gonna say archery's probably not a thing that I need to worry about anymore. Keep mute arrows around. Ugh, I want all this stuff. Poison Claw's not even that good. I don't need the Blizzard Spear anymore, we've seen Ruby. Yes, good. Hey, yes. Good, okay, I can ditch my short bow now. Heck the short bow. It can go away now. Along with the Ogre Axe, honestly. I don't think I see myself using that. My Assassin Daggers, Samurai Gauntlets. Oh, yes. Okay. This is good. You know, so using Sylph for an hour and a half was nice, but goodbye, Sylph. The Sylph casting era is over. This is a fun one. I'm glad the treasury was good at least. Of course, Edge is now not. Edge and Cecil are definitely not in the seed now because of what I've seen. Like, there's no way Edge and Cecil are in the seed. Hi, dolls. Oh, we've done the ribbon ring. I can mark that one off. Perfect time. Hi, dolls. Bye, dolls. But yes, the question is, will we find a new character? So I can have a fourth character on the moon. Slot 1. No. It's Rosa again. There are 7 like, it's not C maybe, right? I just want to make sure it's not C maybe. Like, I did read right. There are 7 distinct characters in the seed. Granted, one of them can be a giant, one of them can be a package. It's a new character! Okay, we take. Okay. We have more mages. Welcome to the team, Palom. I know you're a little late to the party, but it's okay. I threw away the charm rods, unfortunately. Or the change rods. I have a black shirt. And I threw away all the rings. So, you're just gonna have to deal. Okay, Palom? I'm sorry. But you'll be fine. Palom doesn't need gear. He just needs levels. I'll get those. It'll be fine. Yeah, he just needs levels. He'll be fine. And Karate dies to Blarg, so that was real exciting. I blinked Palom just to make sure he didn't die there, because I want Palom to get levels. Unfortunately, he doesn't get doubled experience until we find a 5th character. He's just gonna get normal experience, but that's okay. We can start giving him a few levels. He's going to learn how to do some things. There's one in the Kaipo bed. Maybe there's one in the giant. I'm not going to the giant, though. We're gonna chase this. I did Baron in. I cleared it and ditched him. Oh, yes, I get to do it this way. Let's save. It's okay, he's in the Kaipo bed. I'm sure I'll find the Sand Ruby. Also, Zot at least led to an objective, so I'm happy about that. We're gonna really hope Blarg is able to destroy whatever's in here, because I don't really have other plans of how to get through this, other than bonk. This is good old I guess my strategy for the rest of the seed is Blark and Bonk. And Rosa be on healing duty, and Palom exist. And power up. And maybe eventually get to do things. Oh yeah. What about Mute Knife Kane? Isn't Mute Knife Kane great? What a time for ads to hit. Okay. I should have equipped some magnetization stuff, but I forgot. Forum, no. Oh wait, that's probably both of them, yeah. Okay, we're fine. I don't remember. And I see all the outcomes of the ladder races as they happen, because... ladder admin. Perpetually online ladder admin who just wants to see all the race results. Ooh. Oh, I know this, but I don't know it off the top of my head. I should know what this is. This is definitely a Final Fantasy battle team. I want to say FF9? Maybe FF8. PS1 era, I think. FF8, yeah. Like, I should know what that is. Yay! Oh, someone has a ribbon on. So that means someone won't die. Rip Rydia. We're gonna get Rydia back. And Palom. Because I don't know how I'm beating this without Bahamut. Seems not advisable to try and do this without Bahamut. Golbez decided that was enough music. Rude! No, my poor Palom, not getting experience! Oh no! This is not that much experience, it's fine. Oh, that didn't kill. Okay. Oh no, not poison damage for Rosa. Oh, Rydia's dead. That's a problem, actually. Rip Palom again. We're gonna heal Rosa. We're gonna heal Rydia up so that she might be able to take something. Do another Bahamut. Can I get the life pot off first? No. That's fine. Golbez is rude enough to take 2 Bahamuts. Dolls are gone. In them, we saw Golbez now. Bye, Golbez. Don't really care about missing this experience, it's not that much. We're only at 9 key items anyway. Right, yeah. Sure, that's what I'm doing. That's a 5th character, but I also have 10 key items. Ooh. Ooh. What do I do? I'm torn. Do I take Edward? Honestly, at this point, I think I probably should. We can always find the spoon. My party can beat Zeromus. Like, we went with levels. With levels, we can absolutely beat Zeromus. I can slingshot Eddie and Alan. No, it's Sea Hero. Eddie cannot anchor. Sadly. Vagrant. But there is the spoon flag is on. I'm gonna feel really bad when I find Crystal Sword Cecil. But when I find Cecil and the Crystal Sword that's in my inventory burns me. But I think we're gonna do this. I'm gonna feel okay about it. Because there's only one other character in the seed. And it could be like Sid. Or Young, or just be only in the Giant. So we're taking Edward, so I have a 5th character, which means that Palom will get double experience from now on. Until we get, like, tons of experience, which is fine. And now we're going back to the moon. For the elements fight. Because that's like the next least garbage thing. We do have to curse you. Means you can have the crystal ring for a bit. You are just gonna make do with whatever. I'm not giving you a power shirt, Edward. You haven't earned one. Yeah. Well, actually, I wish I had weak. That would have been a reason to take Tella. It's fine. We can grind now. I have some sirens, I have some hourglasses. We're gonna do some double gold dragons. With life glitches for 180,000 gold a pop, they're worth it. And then we'll take on the Magus Sisters afterwards, because they won't be too bad. And we should be able to beat DKC once we have Cure 4. Actually, we could beat DKC right now. I don't really want to do it that way, but we could. Let's not have you be cursed, actually. Got how many? I've got 5 hourglasses. Yeah. Let's do it. We're grinding. I don't think this will kill either of them. But it does a decent amount of damage. It stopped, we're fine. $180,000, that's 360 for 1,000 for Palom. Right there. These 3 fire 3. Rosa gets Cure 4. Palom gets 25 levels. Look at Palom go. He's learning level 3 elementals already. And Stone, and Psych. Good. Edward gets 35 levels, so Edward is level 40 now. And we're all even. Good. Let's do more. That was our Palom Sling. Palom's Crystal Ring is saving him from instant death. Bahamut, don't kill them both, please. That would be annoying. But, I mean, not the end of the world, but annoying. Okay, that worked out well. That worked out surprisingly well. Another 880,000 experience, I'll take it. Yeah, let's get you to Quake. I want to get Palom to Nuke, but I don't know. I don't know if I have enough Sirens to do that. I think I do. I don't trust Bahamut not to kill both of them. And cost me 60,000 experience. Yeah. Silly Bahamut. Oh well, Form's got Cure 4, Rydia gets Stone. Palom has Weak now. Okay, we can now do the last one with Weak. That's good. So we can get the full 180 off of this one, because we have Weak. Edward we might find a spoon for, otherwise he's just here to get Palom caught up, basically. Rydia, you're gonna wait. Palom? You've got the ability to cast Weak now. So we're gonna do that. Good job, Palom. Okay. What do we get? How much do we get here? Okay, white for Porum. Weak for Rydia. We're not getting nuke on Rydia quite yet. White for Rosa. No nuke for Palom yet, unfortunately. We're very close. Let's get out of here, heal up, and get ready for Mega Sisters. We have Quake for Mega Sisters at least, so I'm not upset about... I'm not worried about this. And now we're ready to clear the moon. I'm just gonna clear the moon at this point, like the rest of the moon. Because we have 4 bosses left. We'll leave Gauntlet for last. What am I looking for? Basically the Hook. Hook is Go mode. Yeah, Hook is Go mode. And I don't have to do Sealed Cave. Which is very nice. I like not having to do Sealed Cave. Well, I can choose either Sealed Cave or Falcon. I guess I'll probably go Sealed Cave over Falcon. I don't know. I don't know which one is worse. Like, I'm trying to think about which one is the longer walk. I think Sealed Cave is shorter. But only just. I think. I'm not even sure. Edward, why are you going first? Edward is staying out so he can be a target for spells. That works. Edward has mute arrows. We should berserk him. Or not. That's fine. Single bluff here is fine. I could throw holy spells at them, but yeah. We're just gonna blarg. Sorry, Edward, no berserks for you. I don't know, you have nothing useful to do. They did. They heard me thinking about the fact that Edward has mute arrows. And a not completely garbage bow. Like, he has a samurai bow. He's not terrible. Although, also, just Rydia wins. So, doesn't matter. There's Fatal. One more level for her to get Nuke. Palom has Nuke now. And we get a Pan. I kind of hate it. I'm gonna do DKC because DKC should be very fast. Like, it should be very quick to just check. I'm not gonna have to worry about it too much. And then I'm gonna go chase the Pan. Because that's 2 items. And compared to 2 items that are left on the bottom of the moon. And it's much faster. I think that's the play. DKC is very quick here, so I'm gonna just do it. Still top of the moon. Whatever. We don't have enough HP for this, so I'm gonna want to curse. I mean, we've got enough levels. Like, we don't need any more levels on anyone, so I can just curse you, slap Edward here, and run away. And then try to keep people alive. Maybe. We'll see. But DKC is very easy now. So I don't think I'm gonna run a 3rd seed today. That's okay. We should survive here. I mean, everyone actually is gonna survive here, it looks like. Yeah, everyone's gonna survive here. We're fine. This is a freebie. It's like, I may as well just do the freebie. It's right here. I'm gonna have 2 Nuke casters and 2 Light casters for Zeromus, so we'll be fine for the Zeromus fight. I don't need to stress about that at all. I just wish I knew whether Hook or... Of course, this is nothing. I mean, given that I got sent this seed, I feel like it's probably the Gauntlet. I feel like it's probably the Gauntlet, but I'm gonna check the Pan first. Just because, you know, just in case the Pan leads to anything. And if it leads to Baron Key, I guess I'll chase that. Fully. I'm not doing Baigen. Baigen sounds not fun. We can leave Baigen alone forever. Okay. Take my Pam. We still haven't even seen the Adamant for the Mistwick. That'd be nice just so I can give the Charm Rod to Palom. I would like to equip Talon with better stuff than what he's got right now. There is a spoon out there that I might find for Edward, which would be nice. Otherwise, whatever. Okay. That's one way to get you the Charm Rod. I'm actually going to keep that. Because it's 15 more wisdom for my party, so... Or almost 12 more wisdom, I guess, technically. 7, because Palom's previous rod had a +3 on it, but... whatever. It's a lot of wisdom. And now we go back to the moon. I'm just gonna go for the gauntlet, I think. I think I'm gonna bite the bullet, because we're down to 3 checks. It's Gauntlet, Elements, or Baigan. Elements is actually like the sane play here, I think, because that's not the worst boss in the world. Or not one of the worst bosses at the worst locations. But we're gonna go Gauntlet for funsies. And because I can. I'm guaranteed an Adamant armor once I trade the Pink Tail. I'm guaranteed, well, I get an extra chance at finding the spoon from the Rat Tail turn-in once I find the hook. So there's one free chance at pulling that. Yeah, we're gonna go all the way down to the Gauntlet. It's that, well, actually it's about the same distance to Elements. I should do Elements first. I guess I'll do Elements first. No, it's faster. If I'm doing both, it's faster to do Gauntlet first. And I'm hoping the Baron Key just doesn't show up. Although I do kind of want the spoon. I don't want it badly enough. We're doing Reflect strats for Zeromus. Like, I don't care about the spoon. We have Nuke on Palom already. We do have Nuke on Rydia as well. Throw that Zeus Gauntlet on. We don't need the Curse Ring. We want Rydia at full power, I think, for this. Yeah, we want a Blarg. We're going to be using the Evil Mask's walls to reflect stuff back at it. Don't cast Holy against Behemoths. We don't want to be cursed for the Behemoths, actually. That's a fair point. Or for the Behemoth. Red Dragons should be fine. I'm a little scared, but I have 2 heal. I have 2 white mages. Like, we're all in the 50s. This should be fine. Everything this Gauntlet's immune to weak, stop and all that. Let's do this Gauntlet. It'll get me way over leveled, and that's okay. Better to go into Z way over leveled than under leveled. At this point, honestly, I'm just like gonna take whatever levels I get. You know, get more levels to just tank Zeromus and do all the damage. It's more points of wisdom and will for my mages that will appreciate them. Yeah, you can go. Do that. You're gonna wait? Actually, you bluff. You're not a mage, you're a machine. Don't have Lit Arrows though, so it doesn't matter. Barg is better. Oh no! Edward fell down. I'm so disappointed. Porum, you're kind of bad. Okay, if Porum falls down, I'm actually going to get a little annoyed. Porum did not fall down. Porum has magic defense. Dragon God, take care of this evil mask for me. Okay. Then Palom, take care of the evil mask. With your big nuke. Yeah, 9,500 damage. Okay. Rosa? Good. We're gonna beat the evil mask at his own game. That's the strategy here. There's another 100,000 experience. And a free Star Veil. Cool. We're gonna use this break to heal. Dang it. We need to get Porum back up. I want to heal Porum before we go into the next fight. We're also going to give Porum... I'm going to let Redia do another Bahamut here, I think, to finish it off. Porum needs a Lunar Staff. Actually, we can nuke Q to death, probably. Alright. Nuke. Buffed up. You should have maximum wisdom, basically, Palom. Is this gonna be enough? No. Should've gone Bahamut. Another Bahamut. That should finish the Behemoth. That was a terrible roll. Oof. Okay, Palom. Finish this Behemoth, please. There we go. No more Behemoth. More levels. Not that I need them for anything. Oh hey, Porum learned life too. Now buff. Edward is helping. We're beating up evil masks with our own reflected spells. It's great. Who are you reflecting this on? Poor Edward. He had no chance. And Bahamut. Dragon Gods work well against evil masks, I find. There we go. Another 100,000 experience for everyone. Hooray! Even more overleveled. Okay, we want you gone ASAP. Yeah, because you do that. I don't like that. And I'll think we get a turn here. I think it's just dead. Yeah, it's just dead. Okay. We're gonna revive Porum in the next fight. Now, we're gonna be on Cure 4 duty. And then we're gonna blink up our front row. Blink up Porum. It's worth investing in some actual safety. Yeah, we're gonna have you revive. Or not. Blink. We're getting life 2. Yay, life 2. Ow. Palom, get up. Don't take a hit, Palom. Good. You didn't take a hit. Blink him. And we'll get the blinks on the back row soon. Ow! You do not like Rydia. To be fair, Rydia has Bahamut. I'm gonna blink Rydia first. Yeah. Get a Quake going, because I don't want to kill either one of them independently. Gosh dang it, that's what I was trying to avoid. I don't think it matters because we're about to Bahamut. We're just gonna pop Edward up for levels. Edward, we're gonna give you this 200,000 experience. Enjoy. Goodbye, double red dragons. Yay, levels. I don't really need. Of course. Of course this was it. I kind of figured, but oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, it's not that bad. I skipped a couple things. We could have had that Baigen at Ruby be required. That would have been obnoxious. Or like a Demist at CPU by tying something truly nasty at Elements. Yes, I have found the hook. We may now launch the hovercraft, because I haven't done that yet, and do all the things. I avoided full clearing at least, thank goodness. I faded Crystal Sword and a Levy Spot. I feel like that has to count for something. There was a Cecil in the seed? Wow. Had to have been really buried, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, heck, Giant. I'm not doing Giant for that. Do I watch the Falcon or do Sealed Cave? Oh, Baron. I see. Baron must have been behind something else, too. Oh, yeah, I got to skip Baron. That's really nice, actually. Let's turn in my tails. That's useless. I'm just gonna ask y'all, should I do Hook Route or Sealed Cave? What do you want to see? Who do I give this to? Not Rydia. What's my agilities looking like? 27. Yike. You're actually the fastest right now. How's her wisdom? Her wisdom is very high. 80, 72. Like, one bluff is all he needs. 78 for will. 75 will? Here you go, Porum. Congratulations. Ah, okay. So I skipped that. That feels good. I'm gonna go Sealed Cave on the off chance I can level up Rydia there. Because my Rydia has 27 agility right now. And this is worth more experience. No, this is worth less experience. Why am I doing this? Sealed Cave is ruder and worth less experience. Do Hook Route. Hook Route's worth a little bit more experience. And is less garbage. Plus then we get to fly the Falcon to Troya. Created Rat Tail and Pinktail. We're gonna do the Hook Route. It's fine. Who needs Cecil? We've got 4 very strong mages. I guess if I gave Rydia the Adamant, she could have 42 agility. That could be fun. I don't think I want to do that, though. 42 agility Rydia sounds not... Reflex strats sounds not great. Oh, hi, Cecil. It's way too late for you. I'm not taking you. Sorry, Cecil. I'm in go mode. With Zeromus level, with more than Zeromus levels. I don't care. This has been a 2.5 hour seed. I just want it to be done. I also am not a fan of the fact that I have to do like Sealed Cave or Hook Route at the end of the seed after all that. No, it shouldn't be. Assuming Rydia gets another point of agility. Oh, Baron Guards, you're so cute. Edward. Edward failed. I just want it to be known that Edward failed. That was his one chance to actually kill something, and he failed. This is D-Lunars repelled him. I don't really care. They're both fine. If it's paled him, I guess I have to float. Oh yeah, Rydia. Porom can't float because of adamant armor. That's fine. We'll just nuke. Then. So far, at least Palom and Rydia are both hitting quad 9s here. Okay, this is 50,000 experience. Is that enough to get Rydia a point of agility? Or am I going to be upset? She didn't even gain a level. Okay. Well, Rydia has 27 agility. This is not ideal. Do I give her the adamant armor and push to 42? I think I do. I think I have to. I think I give Rydia the adamant armor and go to 42 and give Porom, like, the Sorc robe that she has. I think we do a shirt swap there, and then be good. And it'll be fine. 42 agility reflex strats are fine. Everyone else at least has over 28. So they're not going to be terribly slow. There's the crystal. Yeah, we'll just give Rydia the adamant armor. It'll be fine. And then I am going to call it a stream because I need to take a break from staring at a screen. So sorry, Porom. Yeah, you've got 82 wisdom now. 42 agility. Would be good. You're at 81 wisdom. Basically even. I'd like to point out that Rydia with an adamant armor is even on wisdom with Palom. And Palom has a worse stat stick. Do I have a Silk Web? Like I have to have one. I don't see one. This is gonna be interesting. I'll have to cast slow directly, it's fine. Fight Zeromus. Who fought Zeromus today? Whose butt are we kicking? I forgot to turn down my battle speed. That's gonna be a real problem. Sorry. Sorry for the fake out. I was on battle speed 3. Gosh dang it. Okay, we're still equipped. That's not the way to Zeromus. Okay, now we're really fighting Zeromus. Battle speed 3. Well, 42 agility Rydia as my anchor. Edward is present in this fight, I guess. I'm gonna bluff Palom once just to make sure that he's got... that should push him over 96, which is all I care about for his wisdom. He should be doing really good nukes with that. We'll throw up the Veil, we'll throw out the Slow. Eddie is here. I know I have Star Veils. We're veiling Porum, it's fine. Slow. Go, go, nerf. Oh no, we're probably fine. Yeah, we're fine. This is what overleveled mages do. The Zeromus' nukes. They just kind of stand there and take it. It's fine. There's quad 9s from Rydia. This should be another quad 9 from Palom. I really hope these are both quad 9s because they better, like... Okay, Palom, how? How did you fail? Porum is going to put the other slow on him because I really want him to not take that many turns. Rosa, get that queued up. Edward taking a lot of damage. Okay, that's another basically 10,000. Rosa, how much can you do? It's okay, Rydia hit 9,400. Palom did it 9,800 at least. That wasn't so bad. Rosa, please. 7,000 is not cutting it. Palom, what can you do? Can you redeem? Palom is mostly redeemed. 9925 is basically quad 9s. One thing I have to be careful of is this wall might wear off, but I'm hoping it doesn't. Okay. $8,500, jeez. That was a garbage nuke to finish the fight, Rydia. This is why Rydia's bad. Palom still had more wisdom than her at the end of that seed. Actually, Rydia had 1 more point of wisdom with 20 more points of boost. Of wisdom boost than Palom did. That's how bad... Well, no, not 20. 15. But we're done. Thanks for the GG's, Kenshin and Tallgrant. Seed is complete. I can mark that as done. Was fun. Little rude, but was fun. Definitely I did not play ideally, but it's okay. It was kind of a disgusting seed. But I enjoy disgusting seeds. They're kind of what I do. Oh yeah. Definitely a different seed, because you probably just demachine once you get all the mages, and easy peasy. Okay, Baron had the adamant. Baron key was at Levy spot. Then package and spoon must have been those other two checks. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to end up... That's going to be it for me today, because that was a lot of seed to be playing. Free Enterprise, like, wears me down faster than other things I find. I don't know. I think just because it's so... Like, I have to think so much on the fly. But, like, I feel like my limit is, like, 2 seeds. That can be pretty long, but 2 seeds is... Unless they're both, like, very short, then I can do a third, but yeah. Oh, it's my pleasure. So it was fun. Well, Xenogears is mostly mindless. That I can run all day. Like, whatever. That's mindless. Like... Although, well, any percent is mindless. And cutscene percent is mindless, pretty much. I do still want to do another NMG run now. But I'm trying to find the time for it. I might get one done on Friday. We'll see if I can wake up in time. My rule is, if I can wake up early for it, then I'm going to try to do an NMG run. But if I can't wake up early, it's not happening. And so far, I've not managed to wake up early enough to do it. Because it would be like a whole day thing, and I don't want to start it later than like very early in the morning. Yeah. I guess we will check the harp song again and take a listen. And then go ahead and look for someone to raid. What a seed.